Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, everyone. I hope and pray that you are having a restful and a very blessed summer break, inshallah. I am here today to share with you some very exciting news about our student performances in the recent STAAR and EOC standardized tests that they took grades 3 to 10, took back in April. And alhamdulillah, the results are nothing short of splendid, mashallah. But before I walk you through the results grade by grade, I want to explain to you how the scoring works. So here it is. It is in percentiles and not percentage. And what that means is that if you see your student has scored in the 70th percentile, that does not mean that it's a 70 out of 100. What it means is that they have done better than 70% of the students in the state of Texas. So they rank in the top 30th percent. If your student is in the 95th percentile, then that means that they have done better than 95% of the students in the entire state of Texas, and they rank in the top 5% in the state of Texas. So inshallah, with that, let me go ahead and walk you through the amazing results that were only possible because of all the hard work of our teachers, your support, and most importantly, our amazing students. Here it is, grade by grade. All right, so here are the QCA, STAAR, and EOC results for 2024-2025, grades 3 to 10, alhamdulillah. And it's only by the tawfiq of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we see these results. And thank you so much for all the support that you have shown. Amazing work by our teachers, of course, and then the splendid performance by our students. So with that, let's get to our first slide, which lists the names of those students who are the perfect score achievers, meaning they have scored in the 100th percentile. So yes, we have those top performers in the state in math, science, and English all across 4th grade to 9th grade. Alhamdulillah, these slides will be shared with you so you can take a look at the names at your convenience, inshallah. Next, we have our commended STAAR performers who are in the top 5% elementary, math, and English. We have our commended STAAR performers, top 5% in middle school, math, and algebra 1. Make a note, Algebra 1 is actually a high school course that our 8th graders must take in QCA, and this is basically what the results look like. Next, we have our commended STAAR performers in top 5% for 8th grade science, biology, which is a 9th grade course, US history, which is an 11th grade course that is taken by our 8th graders, and this is the first year that they actually took US history. The 8th graders took this 11th grade course, and mashallah, the results are amazing. We are really grateful for all the effort that the teachers have put in, and mashallah, how the students have shown that resilience and commitment in putting their best foot forward, and the results speak for themselves, alhamdulillah. So here, next is another slide where we have the commended STAAR performers for top 5% middle and high school English, and the result is in front of you. This is the list, inshallah. 3rd grade STAAR, math, and ELAR. We go grade by grade now. So in 3rd grade, if you look at the mastery, it is at 26%, where the meets is at 44%. Let me explain the key to you here. Mastery is in green, meets is in blue. What mastery means is that this percentage of students have performed above grade level, right? So if you see green, it means above grade level. If you see blue, it means that they're right at the grade level. Plum is approaching grade level. Red is did not meet grade level. And then what is all this here? This is comparison to state, QCA comparison to state. This is QCA comparison to ESC, which is where you have all the charter schools and the private schools bunched together, and district and campus is QCA itself. So for English, you have 26% mastery, 44% meets, and that gives you a total of 70% of the students that are in the top 2 tiers, alhamdulillah. For math, we have 28% that is performing at mastery, 44% that is performing at meets. Together, we have 72% of the grade level that is in the top 2 tiers, alhamdulillah. So that's English and math for you in 3rd grade. Next, we have the 4th grade STAAR results for math and English, and there you have 55%, mashallah, of our 4th grade students, boys and girls, who are at the mastery level. 32% is at the meet level. Together, 87% 70% of the grade, boys and girls combined, have performed at the mastery or the meets level, which is that they fall in the top 2 tiers. For math, we have mastery at 50%, mashallah, 50% of the grade at mastery, and then 24% is at meets, and together together it's 74% of the 4th grade boys and girls that have landed in the top 2 tiers for math in the STAAR results, alhamdulillah. Next, we have our 5th grade. So in 5th grade, we took English, we took math, and we took science for the first time. So for English, you see the comparison across state, and with EOC, QCA has performed with 34% mastery, and then 43% is at meets. Together, it's about 77% that have landed in the top 2 tiers. For in English, alhamdulillah, we have 37% that has scored in the mastery level, and then 34% that is at the meets. Together, that's a 75%. And then for science, it being our first year, yes, this is an area of improvement for us, and inshallah, we will continue to do better. We have 12% that has done that lands at mastery, and then 15% that is at meets. Together, that's about 27% that has landed in the top 2 tiers for mastery and meets. Mastery, remember, it is above grade level, and meets is at grade level. Now we come to middle school, English and math, where we see our 6th graders. Of course, it's only girls at this time. So the mastery level for English is at 73%, and meets is at 20%, which means 93% of the class is in the top 2 tiers, alhamdulillah. For math, we have 45% of our grade that has earned a mastery level, and then we have 43% that is at meets, which means together that is an 88% of the grade level that has landed in the top 2 tiers, mashallah. That's 6th grade math and English for you. Coming down to 7th grade English and math. 7th grade English and math, we have for English, we have 77% of the grade in English that has made mastery, and then you have 18% that has landed at the meets level, which means 95% of the class, alhamdulillah, is either at the mastery or the meets level. Next, we have our math class, and in math we see 64% of the grade that has made mastery, 27% comes in the meets level, which means 91% of the class has either performed above grade level or is at grade level, mashallah. Now we come down to our 8th grade STAAR and EOC, and remember, in 8th grade we have 2 high school courses. One is Algebra 1 and the other one is the US History EOC, which is an 11th grade course. This is a 9th grade course, and let's see how the mastery there looks like. So for English, you have 74% of the grade that has made mastery, 13% has come down to meets. Together, it's 87% of the grade. And then for Algebra 1, we have 75% of the class that has scored at the mastery level, which is above grade level, and then we have 17% that has landed in the meets level. Together, that is 92% of the class that is in the top 2 tiers. For science, 8th grade science, we have 38% of the class that has made the mastery level, 50% of the class is at meets level, alhamdulillah. Together, that's an 88% of the class that is in the top 2. For US History, the course that the girls took for the first time, mashallah, we have 57% that has made it in the mastery level, with 30% in the meets. Together, that is an 87% of the class that has performed either at grade level. Over here, it's actually above grade level, because keep in mind, it's an 11th grade course. So that means 87% of the class is performing above grade level, mashallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all these girls. Next, we have the 9th grade STAAR and EOC results. And for English 1, look at this. You have for English 1, you have 94% of the class that has landed in the mastery level, with 6% in the meets level. Together, that's of course 100%. And for biology, we have 89% of the class that has made mastery. 11% has landed in the meets level. Together, that is 100%. So in these, you actually don't even have any student that is in the third or the fourth tier. Everybody has landed. The entire class has landed in the first two tiers, mashallah. Moving on, we have our 10th grade English 2 EOC results, and where we have about 41% of our students that have landed in the mastery level, with 59% of the students in the meets level. Together, that is of course 100%. And again, we don't have any of the students that are landing in the approaches grade level or did not meet grade level. SubhanAllah, this is amazing. Like I said, of course, as with any journey of growth, there are areas we know we can do better, and we're fully committed to doing just that. We noticed that some of the areas of improvement lie primarily in the elementary grades, particularly in the third and the fifth grade. For our third graders, this was the first time taking the STAAR test, and for our fifth graders, it was QCA's first year participating in the Science STAAR. Please keep in mind that it was the first year elementary came to QCA. So alhamdulillah, while we were settling down the grades, settling down the students, mashallah, we were still able to give it our best. But like I said, we have identified the areas where we can do better, and we are fully committed to doing just that. These results give us so many reasons to celebrate, but they also give us a clear direction on where we need to put in more effort. And inshallah, we will keep in mind QCA is not just about standardized testing. This is simply a foundation checker for us. It is just to give us that sense of direction, and inshallah, we will continue to build on this foundation. We are motivated, we are focused, and we are inspired to work even harder with our students, our teachers, and with you, inshallah, as our partners in this journey. Now, I know many of you have reached out and you have asked for access codes. Before I sign off, I want to let you know that as a private school, we do not receive access codes from the Texas Education Agency to distribute results electronically. Instead, we will receive official paper reports later in August or September, and once we have them, we will be sending them home with your child, inshallah. We cannot wait to receive those papers and share them with our students. Trust me, they have not only done well, they have exceeded expectations in their performance, and we are so proud of each and every student's effort and of the tireless work of our teachers and staff have put in to make this possible. Thank you so much for all the patience. It is truly an honor to be sharing these results with you. They are a reflection of your support as parents, and above all, the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continues to bless our students with success in both this life and the next. Jazakumullahu khairan, and enjoy the rest of your summer. Thank you so much. وتصفو الحياة بنوره